Good evening, everybody. Welcome to a Saturday night stream of Heavensward. I'm very much enjoying it. Hope you're enjoying it too. I was just busy leveling up some gatherers for a minute, but I think I'm gonna stop that there for a second and get back to basics here. There we go. Just making sure everything's right. Let's head back. Let's see. Oh shoot, I didn't attune. I'm dumb. I really need to get better at attuning things, right? And even flying, it's a distance. Sorry, you guys are gonna have to spend the next couple minutes just staring at the back of an ice horse's ass. Or something. I've always been a sucker for this song. I'm not entirely sure which Final Fantasy it originated from, but I'm a good fan. Afternoon, Kiba. How you doing? Before I start that, I should put 2 movies right here. I always forget to do that. Stuff. Not particularly. Get some Genshin under your belt today. Right. Worse than dragons. What could be worse than dragons? Hey, you read my mind. I dare say you're wondering what could possibly be worse than dragons, eh? Well, I'll tell you, the bloody Nath. That's what you might think if you get crossed an antling with a megalocrab and taught the thing how to walk on 2 legs. They never used to stray far from their hives out of fear of the dragons, but they've gotten a lot more aggressive of late, sending out war parties for malms in all directions. They've even taken to harassing the Dravanians in their own lairs, if you could believe it. And when they venture into the forest, which is more and more, by the way, they certainly ain't afraid to come after my lot. I can only imagine how much worse it'd be closer to the Nass home territory. Alright. Take that quest. There you go. Oh, you played Genshin daily so you can get those sweet primos. You lived here, in Javania? Aye. 'Twas in the time following the calamity. My family was dead, my home was gone, and I fled from the bitter cold into these lands. I knew not the path of the forest then, and wandered out from under the protection of its boughs. That was when I chanced upon Hraesvilger, who had descended from his mountain lair to hunt for food. My exhausted mind could not contend with the sight of the majestic worm, nor the vision of the past his presence visited upon me. Thankfully, Masterchop found my unconscious form at the edge of the trees, and nursed me back to health, and in Tailfeather I've remained for some time. Hence your familiarity with the locals. But I interrupted you. You were saying the Nath were once a peaceful people? Peaceful would not be the most fitting description. They were a fiercely territorial tribe, and any who intrude upon their domain are attacked without hesitation or quarter. Outside the borders of their homeland, however, they were rarely hostile. Indeed, we were even able to trade with them on occasion. They've changed then. What of it? We have not the time to creep through the underbrush or on some roundabout route. I say we make straight for Somal and crush any unruly insect we meet underfoot. A more direct path, then. Very well. Let us first follow the trail out the forest and make for the statue of the Stained One. From there, we should have a fair view of the road that leads to Somal. Shall we? Yeah, I've been getting a little bit into Arc Knights lately. I think that's the thing that I've been getting into. I'm a sucker for tower defense games, and it's kind of like a tower defense game. But I've started to come under the impression that it's more of a and it's a record label disguising itself as a gacha game company. So I think the music is awesome. Ugh. Whoop. Can I? Uh-oh. Almost got stuck there. Hey, there we go. Oh, I love when that happens. Discover a new area and it levels you up. That's satisfying. No way up from this direction. These are little tuts for my liking. A Bandersnatch, huh? Alright. I forgot about all this stuff. This stuff is like old news. Had ourselves a bit of an incident the other day. Some fiend came stomping out the tree line and gobbled up one of our fresh-caught birds. Wasn't a damn thing we could do about it. If we're gonna keep on in this area, we'll need some extra hands. You tell the chief that. Alright. You look the most like a healer to me. Worst. There we go. Why'd I have to get off my chocobo? Now my shoes are wet. Yeah, I would definitely listen to some of the music on stream here if I didn't think it would get me in trouble. With all the copyright strikes going on and everything. Definitely listening to it outside. I'll have this dance. Maybe. Just wait until I get into Stormblood contest, and then I can get myself Samurai. I've got the cheesy look for Jetstream Sam. It'll be fine. I love Jetstream Sam. That man's my favorite character. In that game, like there's a lot of fun characters in that talking low, or is my mic low? Could be that my mic is low. Hold on. Let me mess with OBS settings for a minute here. I'll turn the audio down and the mic up a little bit. That a little better? You've a scholar's eye, Master Alphinaud. The structure is in fact over 1,000 years old. It's a remnant of the age when our ancestors and dragonkind lived together in peace. You claim this as evidence of our harmonious past? I was taught that these buildings were constructed by heretics in honor of your Dravanian masters. This rubble inspires no such awe in me. Stubborn fool, how desperately you cling to the false teachings of your beloved Holy See. Enough, both of you! You threaten the success of our mission with this incessant squabbling. Andre, pray reason with these two. Our goals are the same. Set aside your differences for now. The truth of the past will be revealed. As much as I wanted to grunt. Just... Quite. Lest you forget, our goal is to prevent a war which will claim the lives of Dravanians and Ishgardians alike. If we are to accomplish this, you must learn to tolerate each other's presence. Trust in Andre's gift. In time, the secrets of history will be brought to light. Let that be enough, Estinian. You would have me keep my counsel until Andre's visions confirm the truth. Very well, but bait me not. Our meeting with Hraesvelgr would likely provide the catalyst Andre's gift requires, as it did mine. Let us press on. Hey! Rude. Out of the cutscene and he tries to... throw a spawn camp in you. These Ant-Men are bold to bring their war to the dragon's doorstep. Maybe we should invite them to man the walls of Ishgard. Dragons in the sky and Nath upon the ground. One must needs sprout eyes in the back of one's head to survive this land. Yep. Spy you the three great towers in the west? The Guardians know them as Annex Trine. The place serves as a roost for Hraesvelgr's lesser kindred. If we were to reach the peak of Somal, then we must first beseech these dragons to open the way. But do not be disheartened. The one who leads them is a friend. Of rather more concern is the disposition of the Nath. Let us survey the approach to the towers and see if the path is clear. Matters none if the path is clear or not. These are the spires that we're talking about. The Nath are fast becoming a nuisance. They seem to plague our every step. To assume the enemy of mine enemy is also mine enemy. Shut up, Estinian. Just as I feared, the road ahead is teeming with Nath soldiers. Masterchomp did not exaggerate then. These beastmen have grown brazen indeed if they would threaten the dragons so openly. Do they intend to assault the lair itself? I pray they do not. Mighty though the Drenian friends are, they are yet invulnerable to the Nath's muskets. There is no route save but one before us. Should the beastmen offer battle, we have no choice but to accept. This region feels lonely. It is a little lonely, yeah. There's no people, there's just the Nath and the dragons. Peaceful for them, I bet, but yeah. It's a little lonely. I'm just gonna kind of soak in the scenery and the music for a minute. Wow. How you have no chill and you just basically left Final Fantasy Antarctica? Whoops, that's the wrong ability. What the hell happened to my... There it is. I think I might have switched some of my controls lying around, but just pop some cooldowns for no reason. That's fine. That's not it, right? There's more? Oh yeah, there we go. Nato. Just fired an RPG at me? That's messed up. A greater dragon approaches. Alright, cool. The scale of this structure is nothing short of astounding. But that's only to be expected, I suppose, given the size of its occupants. I take no pleasure in killing the Nath. So as to avoid bloodshed that I agreed to join you on this journey. Well, it cannot be helped. We may proceed into the courtyard together, but leave the task of hailing its occupants to me. And keep your lance on your back, Dragoon. On my word to the Warrior of Light, I shall start no fight. Only finish it. You truly are beyond salvation. Come then.
Vidofnia!
'Tis thee, little one. From above I did mistake thee for a Nath. 'Tis well I chanced to look again, or thou wouldst now be ash.
Dear Vidofnir, how I have missed you. Would that I had come sooner, and not out of dire necessity.
Thou art troubled. Speak that I might know thy plight. Thou wouldst have father admonish his brood brother.
I would end this war without further bloodshed.
How am I to believe thee, little one, when thine own companion beareth Nidhogg's stolen eye?
Have care, dragon, or I shall gouge out one of yours.
Easy, man. Easy.
You forget yourself, sir. We are here on a mission of peace.
My sire's will forbiddeth me from inviting discord to our home. 'Tis for this reason and no other that thou still drawest breath, knight.
Vidofnir, please. We must be allowed to convey our intentions to Hraesvelgar in person, with words of our own choosing. Grant us this favor, and open the way to Som Al.
Thou hast ever been welcome, little one. But I cannot grant thy wish. I am bound to remain here, and protect my kin from the Nath's god.
The Nath's god, huh? Whoop. Pop-ups. There we go. Sounds like another primal.
The Nath have summoned a primal.
Yeah.
Pray excuse my forwardness, but if we were to eliminate the threat to your territory, would you consent to Lady Izel's request?
Ha! Dost thou imagine thyself equal to the task? To succeed where dragons have failed?
Yeah, it just so happens killing gods is kind of my thing.
'Tis beyond thee, mortal. But thou art welcome to try, nonetheless. Only know that idle promises shall avail thee naught.
That's one chonky dragon.
It would seem we have no choice but to make good on Alphino's offer.
Just like flying is like,
Why
ugh.
must our every bid for peace breed yet more war?
On a mission of peace, here's about primals. Fight, fight, fight! Gimme! I mean, you're not entirely wrong. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn have an obligation to kill any primal we see, basically. By the Fury, must we now defeat a primal that we might treat a worm? I do believe to see how you gain your reputation for surmounting the insurmountable. Once more, a primal rears its head, and once more the task of slaying it falls to you. Would that I too possess the echo. Something about the laws of aviation. Its wings cannot carry it. The laws of aviation do not apply to the dragon. So the Nath have summoned their god, and thus is the mystery of their newfound belligerence laid to rest. Are you not glad, Lady Iceheart? I thought you would applaud them for summoning a primal to further their own ends. After all, you did. I did not reach out to Saint Shiva to further mine own ends. I desired her strength only to forge a new peace between man and dragon. But what a fool I am to speak of peace to you, a bloodthirsty savage who murders without thought or compunction. Enough! Enough, I say. If the Nath have truly brought forth the deity from the ether, we must face it together, or watch our hopes fall apart. All now rests upon this primal's defeat. But ere we think of confronting it, we must first study its origins. What is the nature of this god? What manner of faith sustains its existence? My apologies. You're right, of course. Let us return to Tailfeather and consult with Morsacham. He knows more of the Nath and their culture than most. Alright, you guys go ahead. I'm gonna go attune to this aetheryte over here. Don't mind me. Don't eat me, dragons. I'm just borrowing your aetheryte. That's all. Oh, look at you, little guy. Stuck in your shell. That's adorable. You're adorable. I want to put you in my pocket. So they've all got issues, but none of them thought to ask me for help. They think I'll bite their heads off or something. At any rate, I'd best prepare to round up the birds from each camp. Thanks again for your help. Oh yeah, that's right, there was a side quest. Oh, back already, are we? Met the Nath, did you? And what is it you'd like to... So they summoned their god. Summoned a primal, you say? Seven hells. Well, I don't know bugger all about Nath religion, if I'm honest. Beyond their trading habits, there's never seen much point in asking. But it shouldn't be that hard to find out. From time to time, we barter with a small hive to the north and west of here. Outcasts from the main tribe, from what I understand. I reckon they'd be willing to tell you a bit about themselves if you give them the right incentives. That sounds promising. And what exactly would a Nath consider to be the right incentives? Oh, nothing your average hunter couldn't scrounge up in a day or two. But seeing as you're in a hurry, you might want to divide the chores amongst yourselves. You want a good-sized jar of land trap nectar, a basket of Calum tree fruit, and, always a Nath favorite, a generous portion of young Nunca flesh. I shall gather the flute. Leaping to the lower branches of these forests, giants should present little challenge to me. Then I shall collect the nectar, with Master Alphino's arcane assistance. And that leaves you to bring home the meat. You'll need to carve it from the smaller Nonkas that live along the rivers. 3 big hunks should be enough, I reckon. Once you got everything together, you'll need to set it down on what we call the trading post. Here, I'll mark the spot on the map for you. An idea strikes me as I've started this game for myself. What if you fought the next primal in first person? Oof. That idea sounds interesting, but also just scares me to death. I hope you're not, I hope you're, further along than I am. I don't want to spoil it for you, but I guess that's your prerogative. But, sell some stuff. I got a bunch of stuff to sell. Not gonna sell much of this stuff. I need that for crafting later. Did it for Titan. How bad can it be? Well, you'll see. Yeah, you'll see. Titan's not so bad because there's just Titan to worry about. Something up there. Oh, the wild chocobo that is. Oh, okay. It's related to the fate. Of course it is. Hey, there they are. The Minky Nonka is gonna be a pain in the butt. I hate these things. Traveling around your rock and a little horse and NPCs around you just wondering what the hell you kind of do. They're like, I've never heard instruments like this. The Nath must be up to something. Look at that sad excuse of an ent. That's a little sad. Yeah, the Nath are going to find out how to summon Leviathan just because the music has kind of been in their ears for a while. When I set out to master the Dragoon's jump, it was not to strike fear into the hearts of high-hanging fruit. Okay. Master Alphinaud possesses a rare talent for the arcane arts. Should he continue to apply himself to their study, he would become a formidable mage in time. Yeah. For now, he's just a sassy little brat. I was able to gather a goodly amount of nectar from the land traps, though I would not have known how to harvest it without Asael's help. Do you have the knife indeed? Yeah. Here's your weird slug meat. Well, everything appears to be in order. Assuming no one has any objections to my choice of presentation, I shall place our offerings at the trading post as instructed. Were I of the Nath, I think I'd be suitably impressed. Well, how long must we wait? Should we have sounded a signal or some such? I don't know. You're asking the wrong man. Calm yourself, Master Alphinaud. Our offering has not gone unnoticed. Mildly unsettling creatures. How long has it been since hunters last came to trade, bearing gifts that filled the air with such delightful scents? Landtrap nectar, Kalan tree fruit, and Nunga flesh. What delectable foods have you brought for us? Our meager existence is much enriched by your bounty. Come, hunters, come to our hive if you would trade. Cramped and stifling our homes are, but the rancid incense keeps the dragons at bay. Cramped, stifling, and horribly smelly. But better to live in stench than be cracked and crunched by dragon jaws, yes? Come, come, 'tis not far. And there go the unsettling bug creatures. Strangely friendly, are they not? Or perhaps just strange. Can those truly be Nath? Were it not for their appearance, I would think them wholly unrelated to the savage creatures that attacked us on the road. These Nath seem harmless enough, almost jovial even. I'd prefer, however, that we conclude our business with them as soon as possible. Alright. Rock and roll hose. $260. Your presence has announced to the storyteller. You must speak to our chosen leader in words, for we are Vath. We are the non-mind. This Nath has a beard. Welcome to our hive, hunters. You have brought delicacies much sought after by our people, and we are much pleased. What would you have in return? Honored Elder, pray allow me to begin by thanking you for welcoming us into your home, and for accepting our humble offerings. My companion and I have come in search of knowledge, specifically knowledge of your people's god. Knowledge alone? What strange hunters you are! But if it is words you desire, then words you shall have. We are the Vath, the non-mind, and to speak is our fate. You will hear the tale of the Nath's god, of the god the One Mind summoned into our midst. The One Mind. These are the Nath who reside in the main colony.
Yes, they are one, connected. But let us begin the story at the beginning. Some moons ago, a simple dragon flew in from the east, bleeding and weak. It fell from the sky and into the hive, where it was swarmed by my brethren, and with spear and spale and musket the dragon was slain.
'Twas likely one that had fled battle with my kinsman. I should commend you for finishing the job. Just shrugs.
Dragons are fierce and terrible adversaries. The One Mind would always cower when their winged shadows passed over the ground, but no longer. They had learned that a battle-weary Dravanian was easy prey. Thus did the One Mind decide to heed the words of the black-robed men. The One Mind would call forth our god and unleash his blades upon the dragons. Dravanian lands would become Nathlands. Ever larger would grow our domain. But our god ever hungers. The price he demands in crystal far exceeds the rewards for this war. We the Vath despise and revile his insatiable existence.
Alright, cool. I call upon the power of a primal for the greater good, conscious all the while that I do so at a grave cost to the land. I reason that it is a necessary evil, and willingly shoulder the burden of my sin. In suggesting that such crimes can be justified, you may argue that I presume too much, but you must surely see that I am aware of the magnitude of my transgressions. Not so the Nath. They summon their deity for no greater purpose than to expand their dominion. To a scion of the Seventh Dawn, one sworn to eliminate the primal threat, the distinction you draw seems questionable at best. But the fact remains my own grandfather risked unleashing the power of the 12 in an attempt to prevent the calamity. Thus, while I may not condone your actions, I at least understand them. Not so the Nath, as you rightly put it. If they truly seek naught but territorial gain, I can only conclude that they are ignorant of the ruinous consequences of their god's insatiable appetite. The longer this primal is suffered to exist, the greater suffering will cause. It must be destroyed. How lightly you propose the destruction of this god, Master Alphino, a being of whom we know not. Has it occurred to you that you may be sending the Warrior of Light to his death?
No,
You have the right of it, Estinian. 'Twould seem it is I who is guilty of presuming too much. Pray, forgive me, Andre. I don't fear my duty. Wait, Andre need not face this foe alone. Like him, I am blessed with the Echo's protection, and may do battle without fear of primal influence. Let me bear this burden. Alright. Ha! Do you truly imagine yourself a second Warrior of Light? Remind me, how many primals have you faced, milady? Not that it matters, we know not where the god resides, or how to challenge it. Unless you mean to pray until it appears. Estinian makes a valid point. Let us speak with the Vath and learn how best to secure an audience with their deity. In this, at least, I may be of assistance. The young lord certainly appears eager to prove his worth. What are you doing over here? The Vath greet mine every question with cryptic utterances, affirm no closer understanding the tenets of their faith. Oh, he's okay. He's a mender. All right.
We are Vath. We are the non-mind. We do not hear the one mind's thoughts. We cannot predict their will. Put this idea from your minds, generous hunters. If you meet with our god, then he will have your souls. Surely you are not so generous at that. You wish to meet our god? Offer yourself as a sacrifice, and you will soon be brought before him. We would mourn the loss of such generous hunters, however.
Ah, we be bait. I see.
You are generous hunters, yes? Many gifts you have brought, but not enough for all Vath to enjoy. Maybe you could bring us just one more? We are very fond of Nanka flesh. Yes, the meat of a young Nanka would make a fine repeat.
Alright. Want me to kill more gross slug newts? There it is. Literally just made us like waste like 90 seconds for no reason. But alright. Come on, get up. Get up. There we go.
We Vath do enjoy our Nanka flesh. Have you been out hunting yet? Another gift for the Vath? So unexpected. Yes, you will have more of the words you strange hunters hunger for. Listen now. The senses of the one mind are enmeshed by the overmind. What one sees, all see. What one feels, all feel. Alert a single Nath, the whole hive is alerted. To reach our god undetected is all but impossible.
How strange must spoken language seem to those once shared minds. 'Tis little wonder the Vath are by turns so obscure and transparent in their meaning. I do not envy the Ant-Man their bond. Were every man's mind made known to his neighbor, Ishgard would not last a bell. The Vath are wont to allude to certain concepts without explanation, but I believe I'm beginning to grasp a few of the fundamentals. From what I understand, the king-like Overmind sits at the center of Nath society, and its presence somehow allows its subjects to communicate without need of word or gesture. These Nath, the ones who inhabit the larger hive, are known as the One Mind, and it was by their combined will that the Primal was summoned. Those who reside in the smaller hive, however, are the Vath, or the Non-Mind, who for reasons that yet escape me, seem to have been excluded from the telepathic bond which connects their Nath counterparts. Thus are the Vath ignorant of the One Mind's thought and intentions, and of the nature of their own god. In summary, we've wasted our time. Not so. Perilous though it may be, the Vath did furnish us with one certain method of approaching the Primal. As sacrifices,
Should we allow ourselves to be captured by the environs of the colony, then Nath will bring us there before the deity to make an offering of our souls. Alright. I'm down. Forgive me, but let us be clear about what it is that you propose. You mean to say that you would deliberately provoke the Nath, surrender yourself into what might generously be termed their custody, and then wait until their god arrives to claim your soul? Aye, that fairly well describes my plan. You'll join me in this endeavor, will you not, Andre? Judging by the great risks you took to prevent the summoning of Saint Shiva, you are not a man to err on the side of caution. You know me so well. Would that I could fight at your side, warrior of light, but the power of the dragon is no protection against primal influence. Forgive me, but I must remain here with Master Alphinaud. Then it is settled, Andre. You and I shall challenge the guards at the entrance of the colony. Once the hive is roused, we shall feign a brief show of resistance, and then allow them to take us prisoner. Alright. Time to lie to some bugs. Oh, it's the other way. That's the Stinky Tower. That's where it is. Look at all those stink lines. Looks like that, like from afar, it kind of looks like that Ghost Kingdom from Lord of the Rings. I can't remember what it's called. I have an angry ram after me. Really? Okay, that's what I thought. Hello? Intruders, your lives are forfeit. Yeah, I don't think so. You're free. You weren't part of the quest, but you started it. You too, I guess. Alright. Your lives are forfeit. Sure, buddy. Dragon kick, dragon kick, dragon kick. I mean, you're not wrong. The Overmind must by now be aware of our intrusion. Let us press on into the hive and assure that we have our host's undivided attention.
constant dragging. He's just training for tornado kick. Does constant dragging kicking, is that still an effective, like, cheese strat for when you're bored of doing your rotation? Can you just drag and kick repeatedly? Oh goodness. That's like, it's not ultra effective, but it is, if you really don't care about your rotation, I guess you could, I mean, it's not like, it's not optimal, but it's not the worst I've seen. It's really good in early Endwalker, if not late Shadowbringers. Huh. I mean, yeah, I guess if you just... If I put a dot on him and then just... Oh, that's just kind of gross. I don't like that. Whew. I like feeling that I actually have a rotation. That is scarily effective. Fear not, the man who's practiced 10,000 kicks, but the man who's practiced one kick 10,000 times. See if I can get my way down here this way. There we go. A little bit of cheating. Your death will make the way for me. You messed up. You should just seen me. You should just seen me running around and went, you know, I think I'm good. Did I mess up? I think I might have messed up. That's okay. I guess I'm in, like, deep territory. That explains why they're 36, or, like, 57, but I guess I was just minding my own business. Oh, well. What I thought was a shortcut was the opposite of a shortcut. Oh, I guess there's an S rank around there here somewhere. Stitch. Yeah. That was a little painful. Yeah, I think I died. That's what I get, I guess. I realized I was missing something in my hotbar. Bloodbath, very important. Bandersnatches look pretty cool. I like them. I wish I could have a Bandersnatch as a mount. Bandersnatch does sound like it should be more than just an overworld enemy. It sounds like it should be like a dungeon or a raid boss or something, and not just like some kind of scaly panther. It's like, oh, beware the Bandersnatch. Oh gosh, when am I gonna fight it? Oh, like you don't even have to fight it. It just kind of around near tail feather. Keep an eye out for him. Especially with how intimidating the Bandersnatch was. What is that? What is that from? Alice in Wonderland, I think. The Bandersnatch. Alright, into Stink Town we go. Jaborovsky Corinthian. Okay. That's certainly a name. I ain't got time for this. Don't turn around. Don't mind me. No, 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 no! Oh. Whew. I almost landed in hell again. Excuse me, don't mind me. Just gonna go right behind you. Don't mind me, excuse me. Excuse me. Coming through. There we go. Without incident. Where the hell were you? You ran ahead of me. That should be sufficient. If we did not have our host's full attention before, we do now. Our audience with the Primal may be granted soon after our capture. Pray advise me once you've steeled your mind for the battle to come. Alright, I mean, like... word of advice. Don't die. It's pretty simple. That is, it's about all I request. Just don't get hit. Hold here, Andre. When the next Nath come, we offer no resistance.
Surrender, intruders. There is no escape.
I could very well kick all of their asses, but whatever. Enough! We surrender. We throw ourselves upon the mercy of your god. Sounds like their footsteps sound like someone's like popping bubble wrap in a metal tube. They seem eager to proceed. Good. When they take us before their lord, pray leave matters to me. If I know of summoning rituals holds true, I shall be well placed to act. Mark the sound of the river rushing through the ravine behind us. Passing loud, is it not? I imagine the noise would serve to mask our escape should we need to withdraw temporarily. But you are prepared, are you not? I do hope so. If I were to be dragged away for sacrifice while you were haggling over the price of potions, I should not be amused. Oh, how nice of them.
Now we have but to wait.
O Lord Ravana, master of the sacred blades, wrath of the colony, conqueror of the world, hear our prayer. Pray grant unto your devoted children the gift of your divine presence.
He comes.
Whoops. Yo. Ravana, some man in a tie has come to sell. Sell what? Knuckle sandwiches. Hell yeah. I love Ravana, dude. He's so cool.
All strength to the colony. Speak and I shall listen.
This is the most like Power Rangers villain dude I've ever seen.
Intruders, and would make unto you an offering of their life's blood.
These feeble fleshlings dared to invade Natlands.
Hear me, Lord Ravana. My companion and I did not come to contest your children's territory. We wished only to learn the reason you wage war against the dragons.
Thou wouldst flirt with death merely to satisfy thy curiosity. Wherefore should the glorious conquests of the Nath concern thee so, Elezen? Ah, mayhap thine own kind struggle against the worms fareth poorly, and thou art desirous of a pact.
We crave no alliance, Lord Ravana. Only peace. We would bring an end to our war with the dragons. Yet so long as they remain embroiled in this conflict with your children, our goal shall remain out of reach. Never before have the Nath risen up in such numbers, and never yet with you at their head. Why do you lead them to war?
Thy question hath no meaning. To live is but to fight. Long have my children waited, gathering their strength in the shadow of thy ceaseless conflict. The Nath would see the Dravanians slain, and their territory secured. And by such fervent prayers am I now given form and purpose.
As I feared, your very existence is an obstacle to our goal. Since you are so fond of fighting, we challenge you, Lord of the Nath. And should
They're
we
like,
emerge the
what?
victors, I would have you swear to withdraw your soldiers from Dravanian soil.
art bold indeed to risk thy fleshy hide so readily. Very well. I, Ravana, fourfold master of the blade, do accept thy challenge.
He sounds like a hyper-masculine, hyper-aggressive Bane.
I do. And I believe the first bout is mine.
Oh! Snap.
What is this? A god clad in flesh?
Is aught amiss, my lord? Thou wilt not break thy word, I trust.
Mine oath is unbending as steel, little goddess. Thy ruse will but add to mine enjoyment.
She's still so small compared to him. Yeah, he's huge, dude. Dude, yeah, you just got owned.
I thought myself stronger. Mayhap with more crystals?
Nah, this dude's just a beast. That's all.
Be thou god or maid, thou art nothing to me. And what of thee, mortal? Art thou warrior or craven?
Level 50 extreme boss versus level 50 MSQ boss. Something don't add up. It's the eye levels, man. You need a boss that can defeat people with like twice the eye level. Nah, for real though, they just keep getting exponentially stronger after this. Thok asked thought. Thok asked Thok. There we go. Forgive me, I was overconfident. Yeah, you were. Alright. Less than 5 minutes. Nathadrone. These guys don't even care that we're in here right now. They're just like... They're like, yeah, you'll get your ass beat in time. Oh, of course they're all saying the same thing because they're a hive mind. Let's head back to Limsa for now. Actually, you know what? Let's go to Foundation. I feel like getting some new equipment. I'm level 57 after all. Can't believe I never got the jeweled Crozier's Aetheryte. There it is. Oh, wow, they want a lot for that. No, thank you. That's fine. I don't need that. This is why I'm leveling up my crafters and gatherers so I can make this stuff myself eventually. Just leveled up Miner to 50. Gonna get it to 60 pretty soon, I think. I suppose I could go around in the meantime doing some of those ether current quests. Oh, or never mind. Oh, I love this song. Long queue. Or not, yeah, it was... That zoom into his face, it's like so extra.
Dance to the song of ringing steel.
Furious as a blaze.
Spicy AoEs.
Feel my blades.
Feel my blades.
Prelude to Slaughter, followed by Slaughter. That's so great. I love it.
Bleed. Wilt thou yield?
I tried to kill You serve the war. Bloody four.
Rejoice in the glory of combat! Unyielding of the earth!
Had to turn up the sound. Such a good track.
Feel my blades. Thou hast bested me. Thus does the sacred rite of combat proclaim the victor. I lay my blades at thy feet, child of man.
They're like, oh no, no, he killed her god. Run for it, boys!
You do not disappoint, warrior of light. Would that I had your skill in battle. I do begin to see why so many place their faith in you.
Nah, it's nothing.
For all his savagery, I do not think Ravana one to break his word. Provided the dragons do not trespass upon Nath lands, they should have little to fear of the Primal's biting blades. We have done well, have we not? Come, let us return to Vidofnir and share these glad tidings.
Man came into our home and stab-punched our god? Book it! Yeah.
Once more you achieve the impossible, bringer of light.
Oh, hey, a
But
girl.
with every mortal heart that succumbs to fear and fury, another voice is joined to the
Guillaume?
chorus beseeching
Guillaume?
divine succor. At their bidding, warring gods will shake the firmament, and your world will be consumed in the swelling storm of chaos.
Well, good luck with that. Never since we first fought here have I seen you draw upon the full extent of your power, and never from far till this day. You are a marvel to behold, Andre. Well, this time we rejoined our companions. They will be eager to hear the tale and to continue our journey. Well, Myosids. Fungus bears. That's terrifying. Yeah, I've definitely had these punch daggers for way too long. What am I doing? I could just do this. Hey there, Sunan. Without wings, you must take the passage to scale the tower. Above, you will find more of my kin, but beware the Cave of Morn. Okay. Thanks for that, I guess.
Man, I feel bad for whoever had to stand there recording an ensemble of bagpipes indoors. Hey there, Escats.
I sense a great power within you. Yes, you will make a suitable adversary. Our younglings must learn the hardships of battle. You will find them just beyond the tower. Go and hold nothing back.
I mean, you want me to beat the crap out of your kids? That's not really something I usually do, but... Alright. This must be the cave they're talking about. Gotta love that shin-breaking goodness. Not a butt stab, young dragons. I mean, you're not wrong, unfortunately. Reminds me of when you start out playing World of Warcraft and you go over to I forget that location. You go to the lake for the first time, and there's like all those like black dragon whelps that are around. It's the first time you ever really run into dragons, is all these little like chubby whelps just flying. Nothing's more scary and unexpected than when you're just like minding your own business and out of nowhere a fireball just hits you in the back of the head while you're riding by on your ram.
Andre, Lady Ysayle, thank the 12.
Yeah, it really wasn't that hard. We kinda trounced him.
Lord Ravana, you say? How curious the Vath never mentioned his name. And you're quite certain he will keep his word? There was honor beneath his savagery. That we survived the encounter at all was a miracle. A miracle I must attribute to Andre.
That's me. Walking miracle.
Never did I doubt you, warrior light, unlike some. You were gone so long that Master Alphino here nigh lost his wits with worry, fretting like a maid for her sweetheart he was. Estinian, was that truly necessary?
Not truly necessary, but certainly true.
Ahem. What matters is that the primal is banished and our promise fulfilled. We shall return to Vidofnir without delay. Lest you forget, this was but a means to secure an audience with the Wyrm Hraesvelgr. Nidhogg's minions will not be halted by idle chatter. Come now, we must make every moment count.
I think you embarrassed him.
You are unkind, Estinian. For all his experience and intellect, Alphino is still but a boy.
Yeah, dude, chill.
Whatever. He is pouting in the corner. Look at that, he's just sitting there like, You're such a douche, Justinian. Stenny, and then you say hello, divorced dad and mom. Yeah. Yeah, they sure bicker like old lovers. Just like embittered mom and dad, like fighting over custody and making the kids suffer in the process. Not that I'm familiar. Again, what am I doing? I love riding through the zones, but it would just be better if I teleport once in a while. Almost curious how popular this ship is. Oh, I refuse to Google something like that. That will give me nothing but trouble. Oh, beating the crap out of the baby dragons is a quest called A Lesson in Humility. Yeah, I don't want to clog my I don't want to mess up my browser history by looking up Istinian Isael fanfics. I don't understand. Man is not fit to battle with dragons. Nevertheless, I will do as Father asks. I take no pleasure in preying on the weak. If you cannot best come score, I have no business with you. Battle with you? I'd rather not waste my time. Perhaps Comgan would find amusement in something so trivial. Alright, well, one at a time then. Next. Ah, that's not possible. My brothers will make you pay. How dare you do such a thing to Comgan? You may have yet beaten him, but your games end here. Line the heck up, children. That's right. Next. But how? Where did you obtain such power? No matter, Kerr will deal with you yet. What trickery is this? I will not let you make a mockery of me and my brothers. All right. Take your butt whoopings one at a time. You defeated Kerr. I don't believe it. Your strength impresses me. Perhaps your kind are not all feral creatures I thought them to be. So this is the strength of man. Perhaps we've underestimated your kind. Yeah, well, let that be a lesson, I guess. See you later. Just walk away after beating the crap out of these children. Just like, smell you later, nerds. Did I go up the wrong pathway? I think I did. Is there another pathway? Not? Maybe I'm just dumb. Yeah, that must be it. I think I'm just dumb. I was been a little bit more brawn than brain. Alright, man, I beat the crap out of your kids. Give me an ether current. So the younglings have learned their place. Do not worry. My intention is not to foster ill relations, but to teach. The younglings grow too prideful, doubting the strength of men. But thanks to you, they now understand. Cool. Oh man, I did a 1080 on the way down. I'm sure my horse loved that. Will the dragon now honor her word? That remains to be seen. Vidofne would be pleased to hear of Lord Ravana's defeat, and of his pledge to recall his soldiers. You shouldn't be the one to break the news. The victory was yours, after all. Thou art returned, little one. Hast thou abandoned thine ill-conceived contest with the Nath? Nay, my friend. We return in triumph. By Andra's hand was the beastmen's god, Lord Ravana, laid low. In his overconfidence, the primal swore to withdraw his followers from your lands in the event of his defeat, a promise we believe he will keep. The Nath will trouble you no longer. The deity is slain, then. How didst thou contend with his biting blades? But the particulars matter not. Thou hast fulfilled thy promise, and I shall fulfill mine. Attend me, mortals. High unto you the deepest reaches of morn, and there you shall find Halo, the altar from which you begin your ascent to the summit of Somal. Alright, yeah. But be fairly warned. The minions of Nidhogg shall not lightly suffer your presence on that sacred mount. By your struggles within the cavern shall I judge your party possessed of sufficient fortitude to proceed. Alright. We shall not disappoint you, Vidofnir. If memory serves, the cavern Morn is entered from the second floor of the central tower. Let us begin the climb. Bunny hopping upstairs, don't mind me. Uh-oh. There's no response. Of course there's not. It's a corpse. then again, weirder things have happened. By your strength of dealing with Nidhogg's minions going through this cavern, shall you be tested. Alright. Just not gonna run into any, I guess. That's my reply. There. 1400 to the southeast, so it's somewhere down here. I think I missed one. Over near the nav. Oh, shoot, it's right above us. Well done, little one. As promised, I shall open the way to All's summit for thee and thy companions. Heed me now, children of man. The domain you seek to enter hath not seen visitors of your kind in nigh on 1,000 years. Though I freely grant you passage, your presence will not be welcomed. To my kin, this mountain is revered as holy ground and resting place both. Ware you the minions of Nidhogg during your ascent, for 'tis certain they shall take great offense at your intrusion. We are grateful for your warnings, gentle Vidofnir. My final words are for thee, Dragoon. Have care to keep the stolen power thou wieldest in check, lest it breed further despair. Estinian? The way is open. Let us not tarry here. A moment. Shall we blindly forge on, knowing the dangers that await us? Tiamat herself is said to guard this peak. I do not fear Nidhogg's consort. Any dragon foolish enough to bar our path shall fear the sting of my lance. Spoke like a true butcher. Need I remind you that we are come to parley a peace? Let us be clear, heretic. 'Twas to save Ishgard and her people that I first lent my support to this doubtful venture, and 'tis for their sake that I go now to speak with Hraesvelgr. But I said nothing of Tiamat. Should the opportunity present itself to rid the people of one of their deadliest enemies, I shall take it. That is my duty as a Zur Dragoon. You are beyond redemption. We will accomplish nothing by bickering. If we are to meet with Hraesvelgr, our path leads up the mountain. We shall defend ourselves if attacked, but avoid conflict wherever possible. What other choice do we have? is gonna be good. While I wait for Q, which probably won't be that long, I'll be right back. I need to get some water. Or maybe make myself some gamer subs. Some good stuff right there. Alright, I'm back. Oh, hey, how's it going, dude? You, hang around here often? Excuse me. Any moment now. Maybe I'll go back and, find a different weapon, at the very least. I don't quite feel like, I just don't feel quite like stabbing people with punches anymore. Gosh, there's really no helping it, is there? I mean, I guess I could just clamor. It appears I have no replacements. Oh, that could be fixed. Let's try these up. Hey, put some clothes on. It's indecent. Just fists on my fists. That's silly. Let's see. that's pretty cool. I forgot about those. Ka-chuk, ka-chuk. Oh, I love that. Chuk, chuk, chuk. They're like little briefcases on my hip. What about the tremor knuckles? Alright, let's just buy one of these and be on with it. There we go. Oh man, that's cool. You guys look so cool. Oh, we're sprinting. They know this place. We're going. All right. Going in hot. I really feel bad for these flying killers because those are just cats with little winged backpacks on them. Man, if I had to deal with one more Venus flytrap monster boss, I am going to lose it. Oh no, the Hornet. Oh no, the Hornet. I guess we're doing it at TPS for that. Flower Devour. There we go. Time to just start punching things again. It's a little bit of an advantage to have knives on on my fists. Let's see, what do we got? Well, Sky Hunters. I'll read those. I'll read those. Granite Rain. Oh, I get it, because he causes an earthquake that causes the rocks to fall. I always wondered why it was called Granite Rain until now. I'm just dumb, that's all. Oh, ooh, I hate you. Boy, oh boy, do I hate the way you look. Look like a graboid from Tremors, grew legs. What's wrong with you?
aggressively fast. Ah, the Woad Sky Warrior's pelt, sure. Kind of like it. It's very hard to pull off in a glamour, but I kind of like it as a headpiece by itself. There you are. Finish what it started. Ergo, dragon. Ergo! I don't know if anybody remembers that old animation, that old Matrix parody, like Flash animation. Ah. You dare intrude upon this sacred mount? Tiamat, consort of Nidhogg, we beseech you, grant us safe passage to the mountain summit. As I thought, blind to reason like all the rest. If you would see our mission to its conclusion, you know what must be done. Such rage and rancor, is there truly no other way? And they've already gotten into it. Alright. Line up for an ass whooping. I'm here to kick gum and chew ass. And I'm all out of ass. Chaos Blast. That's the most anime thing I've heard in a while. Time for a lemon break. Give me that sword. Yeah, there we go. Give me that Buster Sword. I want that in the game so bad. I don't look very happy about having to do that.
I didn't get any of that stuff. Oh well. Hey, my blessing of light, it's returning to me. Ah, the rock candy I ate is finally coming back. This one is citrus flavored. It has been, from other viewers, it's been made canon that I ate the crystals and they gave me a brain tumor and heartburn. Andre! Hey, I'm fine, don't worry about it. Should see it Tiamat was the last. I sense no other dragons nearby. What is happening? Needhog. He roars. He knows we are here then. But his fury... it bleeds through the eye. Fear not. I am yet my own master. But that damned worm's wrath burns hotter than flame. Come. The heart of the dragon's homeland yet lies before us. Thus do we add another link to the chain of vengeance. O Saint Shiva, when will it end?
To the peak of Som-Al, at the end of a perilous mountain path, whence could be seen a string of pearl-like islands floating impossibly atop a sea of clouds. To a domain where dragons and men had once lived in harmony, whose majesty no mortal eye had glimpsed for nigh on 1,000 years. They came.
I love that. It always ends with like, this is the location. To this location, they came. You know, as much as I like the mount sounds, I also just like the music of the location, so... First things first, Aetheryte. I always forget the Aetheryte and then have to backtrack. Waste so much time. I feel the worm's anger. His lair is not far. Not far at all. We stand within the sacred homeland of dragons, beneath the sky that is Hraesvelgur's domain. Our quest nears its end, Andre. We have reached it at last, the peak of Som-Al. It is said to be the highest mountain in all Eorzea, you know. I thought it's cold in Kurthus, but the air here carries the chill of a dozen winters. Yo, 58, and I'm not even halfway with the story. Alphino ponders the means by which you might find Hraesvelgur. Now that we have scaled the mountains, there remains the problem of finding Hraesvelgur himself. Oh dear. I forgot. What manner of creature is that? Oh, that's just a puffball. Ignore it.
Andre, do my eyes deceive me, or was that a Moogle?
Yeah, I think it was.
It was my understanding that they only dwelled within the Twelveswood. I certainly never expected to see one in the churning mists. If a Moogle does live here, however, he may know where Hraesvelgr makes his lair. Quickly now, before we lose the creature completely.
Alphinaud's running, everybody else is just walking up to, like, to keep up. They're just like, alright, here we go again.
Bah, he's gone. Andre, we must widen our search.
Man, you try too hard. I think that's really what it is for me. Is like Alphinaud means well, but he's such a little tryhard. The nearby air appears warped. You sense the concealing magics are at work. Alright.
Where could he have gone?
I've heard tales of these Moogles, but it's the first time I've ever laid eyes on one. They are rather adorable, aren't they? To each their own. What? Why do you stare at me so? Can I not find a creature adorable? My heart is not truly made of ice. Did I make her upset? She's like, what, can't I like cute things? Are you kidding me? It's like, hey, you know what? I see no evidence of this Moogle of yours. Are you certain it wasn't a trick of the light? Perhaps 'twas simply one of these strange plants shifting in a breeze. Only one left. But no sign of Moogles in the area.
I'm sure I glimpsed the Moogle fleeing in this direction. Could it be he's concealing himself with magic?
Yep. Alphinaud seems convinced the Moogles hold the key to finding Hraesvelgr.
Confound it. Could we but enlist the aid of one of the local Moogles, I'm sure Hraesvelgr would not elude us for long.
Though the eye enables me to sense the presence of dragons, I can only identify Nidhogg's with any certainty. We could wander the mist for days and not know if we were any closer to his broodbrother.
In those days, we cannot well afford to squander. Shall we divide our forces then? Lady Isael, might I ask you to question any dragons whom you judge it safe to approach? I shall try, yet I fear the influence of Nidhogg's rage will render most of the Dervanians the area deaf to reason. And what of you, Master Alphinaud? I have not yet given up on the Moogles. Andre, come with me to Gridania. I must petition the aid of the Moogles' kin in Twelveswood. After that business with Moggle, I dare say they will be glad to help us.
Alright. Assuming you have no need of me, I shall remain here. Nidhogg senses both the loss of his consort and the coming of the Eye, and his attention is firmly fixed in this direction. I mean to do what I can to hold his gaze, in the hope that it might delay any action against Ishgard.
Thank you, Estinian. Come then, Andre. Let us make haste for Gridania, and rendezvous at Nofica's altar. Ah, but I neglected to tell you. There's an aetheryte of ancient construction here, which could make the return journey rather less arduous. Pray do not forget to use it.
Wow, that seemed incredibly pointed, given the fact I forget all the time. But I got it this time. Right? Right? I did get it this time, right? Yes. Yes, I did. Okay, cool. Alright, to New Redania. Oh, what the heck? Someone's knocking on my door, which is a rare occasion. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Thanks for your patience. Who goes? Let's see. Yeah, it was a salesman, which is kind of rare these days, but some... Are you kidding me? Why'd you stop? Where the hell are you? Who's playing that music? My dirty little secret. Just another weekend. Who has to know? That's nuts. Alright. Bards are crazy. I love this game. I sent word to the Elder Seedseer upon arriving in Gridania, and I am pleased to report that she has agreed to grant us an audience. If anyone has to help us contact the 12wood Moogles, it's she. We're expected at the Lotus Stand. I trust you're familiar with the Conjurer stationed in its entrance? Nah, I've only been there like 45 times. Man, I haven't heard of that. I haven't thought of that song in like 10 years. Holy crap. That was a blast from my past. I bid you welcome, friends. The Admiral spoke of having met with you, but 'tis no less of a relief to see you safe and hale with mine own eyes. We humbly thank you for agreeing to receive us upon such short notice, my lady, and for all you've done for us in our absence. Would that it were solely to express our gratitude that we came to you this day. Alas, the tides of battle yet dictate our comings and goings. Elder Seedseer, we would beg your wisdom in a matter that may finally bring an end to the Dragonsong War. Speak on, friend. I see. So you seek a means to contact these Moogles of the Churning Mists. Kupopopo! I say Kupo! Greetings, Kuplokop. To what do we owe the pleasure of your company? I was struck by a sudden urge to bring you some fruit, Connie, and I'm jolly glad I did. Tell me more about these Moogles in the sky, Kupo. I will gladly tell you all I know, though it amounts to precious little. We encountered a Moogle high in the clouds of Dravania, and had hoped that you and your kin of the Twelveswood might agree to facilitate a meeting. Pray correct me if I am mistaken, Kuplo, but there are legends, are there not, which speak of Moogles who dwelled beyond the clouds? Indeed there are, Kupo. Long ago, back when the world was still young, they say my ancestors served the gods up in the heavens. Of course, that was before their masters took to bickering like spoiled children. Ah yes, the tale of good King Mogomog XII. He is revered for holding fast to a rope of miraculous length that his subjects might climb down from the sky and escape to the world below. Ignoring the more fanciful aspects of the tale, it may well be that Kupla's ancestors hailed from the Churning Mists. Given how long his kin have resided in the Twelveswood, it is perfectly possible that the details of their history have faded into myth. Indeed, Master Alphino, such stories oft contain a measure of truth. 'Tis like that the Moogles of the Churning Mists tell similar tales of the world below. I can well imagine why one you encountered fled at your approach. Oh, fleeing's second nature to us. We often hide when the larger races come tramping through the forest. Of course, where there's one Moogle, there's bound to be more. Which is why I've decided to take a trip to the clouds, Kupo. They surely won't be afraid to talk to me. I was hoping you might say that, Master Kuplo. Will you accompany us, then? Just you try and stop me, Kupo. I'll admit the thought of venturing outside the Twelveswood is a bit unsettling, but I can hardly refuse the chance to meet my distant cousins. If you will have me, I too will accompany you on this venture, and lend my voice to your cause as an ambassador of Gridania. They're like, oh no, bad idea. No, my lady, are you quite certain? How oft has our nation turned to the scions of the Seventh Dawn in its hour of need? How oft have we asked the Warrior of Light to risk his life to save our own? Full many times, I say to you, and never have they refused us. Thus do I choose this day to offer mine aid to our allies for the good of the realm. I mean, is this not just? A most unexpected and most welcome offer, Elder Seedseer. We would be honored by your presence. But at that pace she's walking, we'd better hurry.
Pray return to the summit and inform our companions of these developments. I will serve as the Elder Seedseer's guide on the journey back to Sormal. It being a path I've already trodden, I do not anticipate any great difficulties. Besides, we shall have the Elder Seedseer's personal guard to escort us.
Alright. See you there. I'm glad I took that etherite. Hey, that's not fair. Anyway. Well met, warrior of light. Nidhogg is not stirred, but he watches us, unblinking. The Elder Seedseer herself answers your call. Then there is naught to do but wait. There they are, Andre. Greetings, my friends. I am happy to report that our journey was mercifully uneventful, devoid as the road was of Dravanians. It would seem the dragons have abandoned Somal for the churning mists. Elder Seedseer, may I present to you Sir Estinian, Ishgard's Azure Dragoon. 'Tis an honor to meet you, Sir Estinian. I have heard many tales of your order's extraordinary skill and courage. That's the most noble I've seen him. Friends, I feel it only right to inform you that we are not alone. The Moogles are all around us, even as we speak, and I should imagine that they are more than a little concerned by the horde of strangers that have descended upon their home. Mayhap now would be an opportune moment to introduce ourselves. This should serve. They're hiding, of course, but there are so many of them, Kupo. I am Kani Senna. My companions and I have braved the long road from the Twelveswoods to share words with you. On this, the occasion of our first meeting, we bring an offering of light and wind. Wind. The horn is wind. Ooh, such a gentle and pleasing glow, Kupo. I am Moglin, the chieftain of this Moogle clan. You're a big boy. Chieftain Moglin, it is an honor to meet you. Greetings, I am Kuplo Kop, ambassador of the Twelveswoods Moogles. A Moogle from the world below. Your hide is of a different hue, but that palm is unmistakable. I might need a moment here, Kupo. My companions were no less surprised to learn of your existence here amongst the clouds. I hope that did not startle you overmuch in their eagerness to make your acquaintance. Full well can I imagine your wariness.
I am told that men have not walked here in nigh on 1,000 winters. Mayhap you will forgive them their forwardness when I unfold to you the grave matter for which it first brought them to your midst. My companions crave an audience with the great worm Hraesvelgr, that they might negotiate an end to the war twixt man and dragon. An end to war, you say? I trust you, Connie Senna. The light of peace shines brightly within your soul. But I'm afraid the same cannot be said of your friends. To be plain, we did not hide ourselves because they were the first of our kind to be seen here in 1,000 years. Well, not only because of that. We hid because we smelled dragon blood. The skies are home to many, many dragons. While some crave peace, such as Hraesvelgr, many others crave the opposite, such as Nidhogg. Suffice it to say, we are worried that the presence of your blood-spattered warrior friends will attract the attention of some of the nastier kind, and invite destruction into our happy home. Now, just a moment, Chieftain. Andre here may have doled out the odd thrashing or two, but it's always been for a really good reason. He is a champion of the Twelveswoods Moogles, and I'll not hear his good name slandered. Now, Ambassador, let's not ruffle each other's fur. I shall, of course, take your testimony into consideration. If I may, Chieftain, there is little room for trust twixt strangers. Might we not take this opportunity to learn more of each other? An excellent suggestion, Kupo. In the interest of fostering friendship and keeping an eye on you, I extend to you the hospitality of Mogholm. Prove yourselves worthy of our assistance, and it will be yours. I shall be watching, Kupo. Alright, I think this is a good time to, Zenny, to, call it for now. Been at this for 3 hours now, I think it's time for a break. I might be back later, but, for now, I think, I need to take a break and have some dinner. Make some dinner. I have a roast that I meant to make for St. Patrick's Day, and I forgot, so probably gonna throw that in there. Have some coffee. Been drinking less coffee these days since I got gamer subs, but I still like coffee. Anyway, I'll probably be back later tonight, just gonna give it a little break. So if you guys want to come on back, let me know. I'll stick around for, you know, don't stray too far from the computer. I'll be back fairly soon. But for now, I think I'm gonna take a quick break and be back later. Thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. You know, if you really like the content, just, you know, like, subscribe, and share with your friends. I'd really love to have a few more people watching, just because I love talking to you guys, and the dialogue is great, and I just want to have some more of that, you know, a little bit more of that dialogue, and, you know, it's fun to play while having a conversation with everybody. So you know, please, by all means, bring your friends. Anyway, have a good little. If I don't see you later, have a good day. Otherwise, I hope to see you soon. See ya.